Ako po si Jeffrey Celis. Ka-Eric po ang gamit.
Jeffrey Celis, pero ka-Eric ang tawag sa'yo.
Ka-Eric pong pangalan. Ang code ako, marami po kaming ginagamit na code. I will try to address directly first the question, and I will request the good senators to qualify some of my answers. Yung recruitment po ng kabataan sa CPP, NPA, NDF, in my experience, based on doctrine, practice, and experience, nagsisimula po yan kung mga sa baryo ng mga kabataan, meaning sa rural areas. Maaga po talaga, Senator, Senate President, sir. Kasi ang mga pamilya ng mga kabataan na ito, na tinatawag naming mass base, yung mga bata mismo as early as 8, 7, 6, before 10, kahalubilo po sila ng NPA eh. So, kaya nga sabi ko, ipokrito kami sa CPP, NPA, NDF to assert international humanitarian law, samantalang mga granada at armas namin sa loob mismo ng bahay ng masa. At kami ay nag-assert ng CARIL, Comprehensive Agreement for the Respect of Human Rights and International Humanitarian Law, signed during the time of President Estrada, pero hindi namin sinasabi na ang aming mga granada at armas, natutulog kami mismo sa bahay ng masa. Pero pag sundalo at pulis, bawal matulog sa bahay ng sibilyan, sa chapel at sa mga schools. Dihado talaga sila sa amin. Kasi kami, we do not tie down our rules sa IHL. We only use the IHL and other humanitarian conventions and protocols of war when it is convenient for us. Halimbawa, landmine. Ayaw naming tawagin yan, Senator, when you were Chief PNP, as IED. Gusto naming tawagin yan na CDX, Command Detonated Explosives. Because under the Ottawa Convention, in the Geneva Convention, Protocol 1 and 2, gray area yan. Ang ipinagbabawal ay ang command detonated, ang pressure detonated and automatic and time-bound. But the pressure detonated or the command detonated na may switch gamit ang blasting cap at detonating cord, hindi siya outright na ipinagbabawal clearly sa Ottawa Convention and conventions ng Geneva Convention. So naiikutan namin, Senator Soto, sir, and Senator Ping. Sa tanong niyo po, paano na i-involve ang kabataan? Two ways. Kung sa baryo po, kahit hindi sila recruited dahil masa sila, mass base area yon, doon mismo kami nakatira. Doon kami mismo nag-organize, kasama namin ang mga magulang nila. So the children are exposed to the horrors and dangers of war. Informal recruitment. Dalawang recruitment kasi ang kabataan, Senator Soto, sir, sa schools and universities, urban areas. And then the other side of recruitment sa mga baryo. Kapag schools and universities po, ang recruitment ay nagsisimula, usually, sir, minor ka pa niyan eh. When I was recruited in the West Visayas State University, I was about to turn 18. Ang malala ngayon, nakita ko in the last 10 years.
Papunta sana ako ng tanong dyan eh. Paano ka na-recruit? Saan ka nag-umpisa? Ano nangyari?
Okay, thank you, Senator Soto, sir. Na-recruit po ako sa West Visayas State University. It is a premier state university sa Iloilo City in 1991. Ang unang organization na na-recruit ay nag-recruit sa akin.
Sino nag-recruit sa'yo?
Namatay po siya. Pinatay siya sa loob ng bus noong March 2019 last year. NDF consultant siya. Ang pangalan niya po ay Randy Felix Malayaw. He's also a good writer, just pareho kami, mga College Editors Guild. He was arrested before on the case pertaining to the assassination of Congressman Rodolfo Aguinaldo. He was from Isabela, and he, at the time of his death, nasa underground pa siya. Ako'y tumutulong na security consultant to the government. Pero ang pag-recruit sa akin, I was not recruited directly to the CPP. Kaya natutuwa ako na nakikinig ako sa mga officials ngayon and the senators discussing things which are never known to public, even to the government themselves, especially the military, Mr. Chair and Senator Soto, sir. I mean, akala ko ang aming pagsama sa aktivismo sa College Editors Guild of the Philippines, which is an open organization, ay laban lamang sa US military bases. Kasi mainit ang talakayan noon sa pagpapatag. The abrogation of the US military bases, 91 ako na-recruit eh.
1991?
Oo, so kasagsagan ng debate sa US military bases, transition from Cory government to Ramos government. So nang ma-recruit ako sa CGP, tuwang-tuwa ako kasi these are things that I never learned in school. Ito mga itinuturo sa amin. But 3 months thereafter, Senator, Mr. Chair, in-invite ako nila Randy Felix Malayaw, pagpalain sa ng kanyang kaluluwa. At hindi ko muna pangalanan yung ibang nag-invite kasi active pa po sa media. Mataas na rin ang katungkulan. We were students nung panahon na yon. Nang ma-recruit pa ako sa CEGP, I was thinking, yun na yung pagiging aktivista. But 3 months into the recruitment, at least nakikinig ang buong bayan ng buong bansa. Mga nanay na nakikinig at kabataan. In-invite ako sa isang meeting sa boarding house, mga 12 kami. At sa meeting na yon, mga student editors, campus writers, at student leaders ang nandun, iba't ibang universities. Pagdating doon, hindi na pinag-aralan ang US military bases. Pinag-aralan namin ang libro ni Joe Masison. Wala pang MKLRP noon. Ang tawag pa noon, LRP. Lipunan at Rebolusyong Pilipino, in English, Philippine Society and Revolution by Amado Guerrero, the nom de guerre of Joe Masison. Yan ang Biblia. I can teach that without the book in 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, depending sa audience. And until now, memoryado ko yung 4 na portion. First part is national situation. Mayaman ang Pilipinas, ngunit naghihirap ang sambayan ng Pilipino. Second part, history. Ang kasaysayan ng pananakop at paglaban ng sambayan ng Pilipino. Third part, 3 ismo. Imperialismo, burokrata kapitalismo, feudalismo, 3 salot ng lipunan. Yung fourth part ang pinakadelikado. DRB, Demokratikong Rebolusyong Bayan, ang tanging solusyon sa problema ng mamamayan. Dito ang radicalization. Akala ko, yun na yun. Manunumpa pala kami sa bandilang pula. Yellow ang nakalagay, triangle. May alibata siya. Alibata, everyone knows, is an ancient Filipino alphabet.
Sir President, anong organization ang kinasasapian mo noon bago ka na-recruit?
Wala, sir. I was an ordinary student, Mr. Chair. I was a writer. I was part of the editorial board of Forum Dimensions. And I was recruited to the CEGP advocating pong mga issues ng mamamayan. Pero nang manumpa po ako after that LRP session in a boarding house, tago na meeting yon, tago. We were told that it was a CEGP meeting, but it was not. It was not a CEGP meeting, it was a meeting of Kabataang Makabayan, KM. KM was the organization founded by Joe Masison in 1964, November 30, when he was still part of the old PKP, lumang Partido Komunista ng Pilipinas sa panahon nila Jose Jesus Vicente Lava. Joma was part of the... Joma is not the original CPP founder. The original CPP was in November 7, 1930, founded by Crisanto Evangelista. Every party member knows this, and the rest of the Makabayan bloc knows this. Yes, they're party members. We are the same. Sa tanong ni Mr. Chair, Mr. Soto, paano ko napunta sa CPP? KM is the first step to the CPP. From CEGP, you will not be recruited from open organizations direct to the CPP. There is no direct recruitment to the Communist Party. The recruitment will pass open organizations, and then underground, and then party. The underground is the consolidator for the armed struggle. It is the NDF. So the NDF is not innocent. It is a conspirator, enabler, collaborator of armed struggle. It is not a legitimate organization pretending to be legal, but rather it is an underground umbrella of all sectoral underground organizations, Mr. Chair, like Kabataang Makabayan. In December of 91, I was again recruited, Mr. President and Mr. Chair, I was again recruited to become candidate member of the Communist Party of the Philippines. Ako po'y 2 beses na nanumpa sa CPP. 91 of December and May of 92. Kasi ang unang recruitment mo from the underground will be candidate member. No voting right ka sa loob ng partido. Pagka full member ka, na-prove na nila na hindi ka security threat at capable ka to develop as a cadre, you will be recruited to become a full member. At doon ka i-recruit talaga at bibigyan ng pag-aaral. Sa panahon namin, kasama po yan sa summer immersion. I was recruited in the area of Baras, Iloilo. With no less than yung mga regional party committee ng mga matatanda na mga 70s na nakita ko, sila mga instructor ko sa BKP, Batayang Kursong Pangpartido.
Nabanggit mo kanina yung CEGP, College Editors Guild, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Miyembro ka nito?
Yun ang unang organization na sinalihan ko.
Nasalihan mo?
Yes.
So yun ang naging vehicle kung paano ka naispatan na ma-recruit.
Because ang nagre-recruit at namumuno ng CEGP are already cadre of the CPP.
Sige, please proceed.
Which hindi nila ina-admit sa amin. We were thinking na pari-pariho kami mga writers. Nauna pong na-recruit si Randy Felix Malayaw sa akin. If you are asking for the historical reference of my authenticity, ang kapanahonan ko po ay si Teddy Casino. He was the national national president of CEGP. I was the regional chairman of the CEGP. Do I know him also to be part of the CPP? Hindi na po ako magpapaka-ipokrito, Mr. Chair, Mr. President. Yes. We were all CPP. They are still CPP. They are still part of the Communist Party. And worse, they deny it and they are not admitting it to the nation. That is why they are not here. I was supposed to meet them here. Maganda sanang nandito kami para lahat ng circumstances to be asked by Senate and to be known by the people ay masasagot. Mr. Chair, I operated po sa dalawang mundo ng CPP na hindi po ito masyadong naiintindihan. From 91 to 2001, Mr. Chair, Senator Ping, involved ka sa history ko. Ikaw po ang Chief PNP. Yun ang huli ko pong bahagi sa open mass movement na pinatalsik namin si Pangulong Estrada. We organized, conspired, collaborated in a broad alliance to establish the ERAP Resign movement. It is a known fact. It is part of history. It was a collaboration of the Communist Party, of the church leaders, of traditional opposition politicians na hinayaan ni Pangulong Estrada. At iyan po ay naging bahagi ako. I was a regional coordinator of ERAP Resign movement. Nakikinig po sila ngayon, papatayin nila ako sa lahat ng mga isinisiwalat ko. Hindi po pupuno ang buong araw natin sa lahat ng historical
Yun
accounts
ang,
ko na ito.
yung inaalala ko, mukhang sa history mo, maabutin tayo maghapon. So, fast forward muna tayo, ano? Doon sa main question ko kanina. Dahil may 17 years old na former child warrior na kinasuhan ng rape yung commander niya. Ngayon, ang tanong ko, is this something that happens or that happened before? Ito ba yung mga this kind of abuses and human rights violations done to the recruits? Their commanders or leaders or the terrorist groups? Nangyayari ba ito or isolated itong kaso ito?
Mr. Senate President and Mr. Chair, nangyayari po yan. Sabi ko nga, anong tatag mo sa Marxismo, Leninismo at Maoismo pag tinamaan ka ng prinsipyo ni Freud ng libido, malilimutan mo ang disiplina ng Marxismo, Leninismo at Maoismo. I confirm the question of the Senate President. Naaabuso ba mga kabataan sa kababaihan? Yes.
Former Congressman Colmenares, ang request niya kung pwedeng yung mga resource persons na mag-aakusa, dapat may personal knowledge. Tatanungin kita ngayon, meron ka bang personal knowledge sa alinmang pangyayari na binabanggit mo?
Ang testimonya ko po ay mayroon akong personal knowledge. And to Mr. Chair, with your indulgence, I would like to address also Mr. Nery Colmenares, my former comrade in the CPP. The personal knowledge required is only in the court of law, sa trial sa court. Kaya ayaw nyo kaming humarap sa Senado at lumabas sa media, kami mga kasama nyo, because malalantad kayo. And in the court of law, in the judicial requirement, Mr. Senator, required kami doon na mag-produce on the weight of evidence based on the rules of evidence ng korte. Yun ang gusto nila. Itatali ang kamay namin. Sa tanong ni Mr. Chair and Senate President, do we have enough knowledge of the things that we want to testify before the people in the Senate? Yes, we have. Depende po sa itatanong nyo at ibibigyan yung panahon. Sasagutin ko lang po, Mr. Chair, Senate President, ang tinanong.
Kung nangyayari ito before, hanggang ngayon nangyayari ba ito?
Nangyayari po yan, Mr. Senate President, matagal na. Although, in fairness to the NPA, kapag ikaw ay nahuli ng rape, pinapatay ka namin. That is death sentence. That is automatic death sentence. Pero dahil yung ibang nagko-commit ng rape and abuse sa mga miyembro na NPA na kababaihan, lalo na kabataan, ay mga matataas ang katungkulan sa partido at sa NPA, Mr. Senate President, pwedeng itago po yan. At yan ang nangyari sa dalawang bata na magkakapatid sa Leyte ngayon. Ilang taon silang inabuso. And I am not at liberty to discuss that kasi right at the halls of Congress, Senate right now, siya po ay naging biktima din. But baka sensitive yan. Hindi ko alam kung sa television tayo. If you want direct testimony for that, nandito rin siya sa Senate ngayon. NPA siya. Kabataan siya ng ma-recruit at tanungin niyo siya po mamaya. I think baka i-suspend natin ang coverage or rules sa executive session kung anong detalye. Pero sasagot sa tanong ni Senate President, yes. The abuse and the vulnerability of children and mga minor na NPA na nare-recruit, nangyayari po. Ang kinababahala ko, Mr. Senate President and Mr. Chair, in the last 8 years, on the recovered document from Bicladlad, the acting Secretary General of the Communist Party nang mahuli siya sa Novaliches. Proud na proud sila that they were able to recruit in 3 years ng 8,000 kabataan muli in the underground movement at ang mostly senior high school. From PUP, UST, FEU. Ito yung umiyak dito sa Senado. They were not crying ladies for nothing. They were grieving mothers like our mothers na umiiyak nang kami naglayas at nag-full-time sa NPA during our time. Nangyayari po ito ngayon, dokumento ito ng CPP-NPA. In the last 3 years, 2016, 17, and 18 hanggang 19, more than 8,000 na kabataan, senators, Mr. Chair and Senate President, ang na-recruit nila from the document mismo ni Vic Ladlad. Nakuha ito at ang karamihan senior high school, which means 16 and 17 years old. And I share the concern of the Senate President right now.
Yes, it is really alarming na nangyayari nga pala ito. Ngayon, ilang taon na po ba kayo? If you don't mind my asking.
Ako po pinanganak noong October 14, 1971. Libra pong zodiac sign ko. Ako'y 49 years old.
71, medyo bata ka pa. Hindi ka...
Ka-birthday ko po si Mr. Joey De Leon, a very good artist.
Okay. Pero hindi mo kalinya kami nila Senator Lacson at saka ni Brad, no? Secretary Del. Medyo bata-bata ka pa. So, kasi bigla akong nag-alala at naalala ko rin, parang reminder sa akin, nung araw, natatandaan ko kasi, pagka hindi ninyo alam, kaming mga edad na ganito, naalala namin, na dapat talaga nag-iingat yung ating mga kabataan. Dahil nung araw, may mga beauty queens na sumali sa sumanib eh. Nagbago ang buhay nila eh. Kaya dapat sabihan nga talaga na medyo pag-aralan natin mabuti mga kilos natin, lalo sa ating kabataan. Hindi nyo siguro kilala si Maita Gomez, si Nelia Sancho. Nelia Sancho.
Mr. Senate President, hindi ko siya inabutan, but I confirm they were part of the CPP-NPA.
Mga beauty queens.
Maita Gomez, si Nelia Sancho. Yung iba po mga magaganda talaga, si Vic Costiniani ng Negros, magaganda yan eh.